Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is an extended weekend reading looking at the energy surrounding us over the weekend of July 13th through the 15th, 2018. As you can see, I have already laid the spread really to try to save a little bit of time. The decks that I use for the reading, so for the main spread, we have the Sun and Moon Tarot deck by Vanessa Decort. And I pulled one additional card from the Earth Magic Oracle card deck by Stephen D. Farmer. Like I usually remind you, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading with me would be to order a private reading. If you're interested, you can find the information on how to do that in the box below. Just click on the description box and I give you the information about the decks as well as, how to contact me for a private reading. Okay, so I won't go over that again now, but if you're interested, please do take a look at that and I would look forward to hearing from you. So I have, like I said, I've already laid the spread here, and it's interesting because for the weekly reading this week, we had 3 of the 4 cards were major arcanas, right? And it was a very strong, powerful reading. Well, for the weekend reading, we have 3 out of the 4 cards, again, are major arcanas. So it looks like the powerful energy continues. Different major arcanas, but still, powerful energy surrounding us. So I'm not sure what's going on this week, but I will repeat myself and say that I think that for many of us, there's, lots of very significant things going on in our lives over the next week or, maybe a couple of weeks. So let's take a look at this. The energies we head into the weekend, we have the Queen of Pentacles sitting in the present position, the Empress, major arcana number 3, and the outbound energy for the weekend as we head into the next week, major arcana number 19, the Sun. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the weekend, major arcana number 1, the Magician. Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed that. I'm sorry. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's like I'm talking to myself here. The oracle card that came out is Ancestors. Okay, and I will read the full meaning for the card after we go through our main reading. But it's Ancestors, Generations. And look, we have the snake here. And the circle that we have on the Magician card, it's also a snake going around it. So we'll get into that in a few minutes. All right. So starting off with the Queen of Pentacles in the past position. This could be, for some of you, this could be an earth sign, an older earth sign individual who you might be dealing with as you head into the weekend, or might be playing a prominent role in something going on, a situation or just something that's happening over the weekend. If so, this would typically be an older earth sign individual, even though she's a queen here. In the general readings, could be male or female, but usually an older earth sign person. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And the kings and queens in the tarot, they have mastered their particular suit. They've worked hard, they've mastered. So in her case, she's mastered the suit of Pentacles, which is earth energy. And it deals with, the tangible things in life that we can sort of touch and feel. It has to do with the work that we do. It's material prosperity, money that we are paid for the work that we do. Has to do with our home, our family, also education, knowledge, right? So it's, sort of related to the material world and, work and wealth, security. And this Queen of Pentacles, she's very good at making money. She's very good at holding on to her money. She's also very resourceful. So, even if money is a little bit, things are a little bit dicey for her, she's very resourceful. She knows she's good at making ends meet. She's good at using what she has. She's also very dependable. She's very loyal. She's, she's a very stable person, very stable character. So if this isn't a person, you know, helping you, or, you know, coming in, could be somebody coming in to help you with something related to your finances, you know, giving you sort of that advice, or, you know, helping you in some way with, you know, either your career, finances. And then this is you, you know, just taking on the energy of the Queen of Wands, and, you know, acting or feeling very sort of grounded, really focusing on your finances, feeling very down to earth. She's kind of the, you know, she's the earth queen. She's the earth mother, that very, you know, she's good at taking care of her family, her children, taking care of animals, you know, nature, plants, planting, doing things out in the garden, you know, cultivating the land, cultivating everything that sort of lives around her. So she's nurturing, you know. She's also, you know, warm, and sort of, she welcomes everybody in. And it's interesting because in this particular deck, let me show you. Yeah, it might be a little bit hard to see. I'll hold it up as close as I can. But in this particular deck, you see that she's holding this shield. And the shield, it has flowers on it. And it, you know, it signifies sort of prosperity, fertility. And we do have, oops, I'm flipping things over here. We do have the Empress sitting in the present position, which is, you know, definitely a card that speaks of fertility. It's a card that speaks of, you know, new things, giving birth to new ideas, giving birth to new projects. You know, for some of you, this could actually be, you know, related to a pregnancy, whether this is your own, you finding out that you're pregnant, you know, learning from somebody else about a pregnancy. It can be a birth of a child, whether this is your own or somebody else's. So, but it's very fertile energy. You see, we even have little rabbits on here, right? So very fertile. The Empress herself on this card is actually pregnant. You know, obviously that's not going to be true for everybody. So, I mean, if that doesn't sort of play into your life, pertain to you, then this is all about new ideas, you know, new things coming in, giving birth to new ideas. This can be a new cycle, you know, a new cycle beginning. This can be much like the, you know, she's the Empress, so we think of the sort of the, you know, feminine cycles. This can be a new cycle beginning for you, and it's one that's, you know, sort of full of new opportunities, full of, you know, new creative endeavors, new projects. This could just be you giving birth to, you know, something new and exciting. And, you know, if it does have something to do with this Queen of Pentacles, there's a, you know, there's staying power, there's sticking, you know, so whatever it is, there's longevity attached to it, you know. So even though it's something brand new, it could definitely, you know, take root. It's very tangible. It's something that you're going to see the results of. It's something that, you know, is going to sort of spring up, and you'll see the fruit of that new, whatever this new project or endeavor is. And then we have two very positive and powerful cards. We end the weekend with the Sun card. And the Sun card is probably, you know, the most positive card in the entire deck, especially, you know, out of the major arcanas. It's all about, you know, it's beautiful energy. I mean, it's the sun comes in to, you know, shine its light on a situation, and it does bring in, you know, confidence. It brings it can enlighten you. So sometimes the card has to do with truth, you know, finding out a truth, light being shone on a situation, you figuring something out, you know, you gaining that that knowledge or that perspective or that insight that you've been looking for. It's also, you know, again, it's very sort of high energy. It has to do with good health, vitality, you know. So with this card coming in, it's all about feeling good. All is right in the world, you know. Everything is, if there had been some type of difficulty or, you know, or confusion in the past, the sun comes in to really, you know, just bring in blessings. It's very, it's a very positive, very powerful, but very, you know, uplifting energy. So everything is very, you know, it's very clear. The sun brings clarity. And it also has to do with good fortune, so definitely good, whatever this new cycle is, these new, the new things that you're giving birth to, the ideas, the projects, the new opportunities. These things have staying power, but they're also very, things are looking up, right? There's definitely growth appearing with the Sun card. So, it's about manifesting, but also bringing things into, giving the material form, transforming, manifesting, which again goes along with the Magician, which is the card at the bottom of the deck. So the Magician is all about manifestation, right? It's about using, and we had the Magician. It was one of the daily cards this week, right? Yeah, I think it was. And so, the Magician is all about using your own tools. So your own, what am I trying to say? I don't mean tools. I'm trying to say the things that you have, your abilities to make things happen. But it's also about partnering with the universe, right? Tapping into the power of the universe to manifest, to bring things down here into the material realm. So, it's a little bit of kind of magic here kind of surrounding the card, because it does have to do with partnering and harnessing this power of the universe. But it's also about you having, within your grasp, you already have all of the tools that you need to bring about this, whatever this, thing is that you're manifesting. And it can be obviously different for everybody watching. I mean, this could be you manifesting a new job, you manifesting, a creative project. This can be you, if you've been going back to the Empress, if you have been looking to get pregnant for a while, then this is, you have all the sort of the energies surrounding you, to manifest that, to bring that dream into reality. So it's a very, again, powerful cards, powerful weekend, sort of blessings here, very positive cards that we have here for the weekend. Now let's take a look at the Ancestors card. So this is let me find my guidebook. This is our Earth Magic Oracle card, and it says, ancestors are those from whom we are descended, with a lineage that starts with our parents and grandparents and stretches back hundreds and even thousands of years. We carry our ancestors' bloodline and are connected to them both genetically and spiritually, in an underlying continuity of which we may only barely be awake. Although environment and circumstance contribute to shaping us, particularly when we're young, an innate thread of kinship exists that has run the course of history for thousands of years and is continued in our bodies and in our beings. Since we're biologically and soulfully connected to these spirit beings, we can readily call upon them for guidance and assistance in matters concerning our family, community, and ourselves. In this card's image, the hands symbolize the constant connection with the past. Let me hold that up so you can see it again. So you see there are the hands on the card. So that's the connection with the past. The Australian Aborigines consider their ancestors the core of their spirituality and culture, and the rainbow serpent, the spirit being that created all of life on Earth, intertwines herself through the hands figures, representing how the Aborigines honor all of creation. No matter our lineage, we have much to learn from our ancestors. And it says, you have within you the blood of your ancestors. You are deeply connected to your lineage, the most immediate proof of that being the physical resemblance you have to your mother and father, and perhaps even your grandparents. Yet beyond that, although unknown to your usual senses, you are connected to an ancestry that reaches back through the millennia. This is the time to call upon those ancestors, those who are of your bloodline, as well as those ancient ones who have walked the land that you now walk. In many indigenous cultures, it is believed that the essence of your ancestors inhabits many of the physical aspects of the land. In other words, they are in the trees, the water, the air, the animals, the stones, their blood being in the very dirt and sand you tread upon. Next time you are outside, allow your senses to open to those ancestors who abide in the physical world. And any time at all, allow your heart to open to those spirits to whom you are related through your heredity, and those to whom you are connected by virtue of the land upon which you live. Interesting. And again, we had this, the snake on this card, and I was mentioning how we have it on the Magician card. Let me see, because, you know, this particular tarot deck, let me find the guidebook, and I'll tell you what it says about that. Hold on. Let me find it here. Okay. So this card, on the Magician card from the Sun and Moon Tarot deck, it has a lot. I like this deck because, I mean, I think it's very pretty, and I enjoy the characters that they use on, for example, on the for the major arcanas, and just in general, I like the deck. But they also include a lot of, you know, so there's a lot of symbols that they use here. There's lots of, for example, if I hold this up, they include a lot of different things that we might not usually see, you know, in say the traditional tarot deck. So we have here, so the monkey, you see there's the monkey on the card. This, it says it represents or symbolizes Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom. The encircling snake embodies infinity. The Star of David incorporates the yin-yang symbol of male-female balance, and the infinity symbol denotes harmony between the material and immaterial. And then we have the Hebrew character Beit, I hope I pronounced that right, is the symbol of a container and represents a blessing or a house. That's down at the bottom. So, you know, we do have, okay, so for, you know, taking into account these added symbols here and the messages coming through, there could be something tied to, you know, this new opportunity, what you might be manifesting here. It could have to do with a home. I said it has, you know, staying power, definitely. So there could be, it could have to do with a home. Maybe this is linked in some way to, you know, to your ancestors. This might be a home being passed down, you know, from one generation to the next, even in a will. This could be, you know, inheriting. This could be inheriting a business, inheriting a home. But it's, you know, it's definitely something that has, you know, it has ties here to the material realm. It has staying power, new cycles, new opportunities. And it's all just very positive. I mean, there's new cycles beginning and you manifesting, but it's all, you know, it's all very positive. Whatever these new things are, it's, you know, with the sun here shining its light over, or at the end of the weekend, and the sun, I always feel, you know, whenever it does come in, it shines its light over the rest of the cards in the spread. So it's sort of shining its light here on the whatever this is that you are, you know, giving birth to, whatever you are manifesting, whatever this new opportunity is. So, but, you know, could definitely in some way be linked, or our ancestors could have to do with, you know, your parents, your grandparents, again, inheritances. But it looks very positive, very powerful, but very positive. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. Look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.